Hi everybody. I am going to attempt to do this with Maggie loose out of her kennel. We'll see how it goes. She's been tossing some very noisy toys around. This one shouldn't be too long. I hope I find everybody doing well and enjoying the day. Here it's a little bit rainy, a little bit dark, but just finding yourself well within your soul as it should be. This is pretty short and I've got some notes here just a little bit. It's about the old order of things and the new order of things that are coming to pass as we're sitting here speaking with each other. 3D energy that is being replaced and cleansed on a planet-wide basis. It is happening through 5D energy that's being sent through our magnetosphere into the Earth's atmosphere, being received by Gaia, Mother Earth, the planet Earth, and then received, absorbed, and then she turns it back around and there goes Maggie. Turns it back around and kind of gives it back to us in proportions that she's, touched herself. This is an incredible energy that's taking place right now. It's about being able to ascend even further. And there's some things available to those that are vibrating at a very high frequency that matches the 5D frequency to access this. This little thing here just kind of came upon me suddenly because in my own process, I just started thinking to myself, well, I'm going to practice this manifestation and see how fast it's going to go. And so I started to do some things myself. And in that process, I noticed in the back of my mind, I had this little mindset that was in there. It's a mindset that was sent to me many, many years ago, especially for you guys that are dogmatically Christian trained or any dogmatic religious training will many times tell you this little thing. Because I don't know about you, but in my past, as I was walking with Father and trying to do my best at serving him and being the good little Christian that I wanted to be, this whole believe it, claim it faith thing where there was a big movement there for a long time. And I just always read Yeshua's words and thought I'm missing something because his words make it very clear that we should be able to have this incredible ability, if we believe, to see things come to pass from that. And so I jumped on board that a few times, trying very desperately to access that, of course, for the benefit of my family and the loved ones around me. And I found that what happened is sometimes really cool, miraculous things happened, but they were never in full, and there was always kind of a setback, or they just didn't happen at all. And then, of course, all the well-meaning teachers around me just said that basically one of two things happened. It either wasn't God's will for it to happen for me, or it was because my faith wasn't strong enough. So you get this little thing in the back of your mind that you kind of equip yourself with so that when you do this belief thing, this is, prior to the knowledge I have now, you reserve this little part back here that says, if it doesn't work out, well, then it's probably because you're not believing enough or it's just not God's will for you. And so he's going to usurp your will by imposing his own because it's what's best for you according to his plan for you. And as I started to work with this new 5D energy and this new transformation that's happening in my circumstance, that little thing popped up and I just thought about that and I was like, I wonder what that's about. And then it dawned on me. Well, it didn't dawn on me. I was basically told that this is a 3D construct trick, yet another situation presented to us by the Matrix to keep us from fully accessing the abilities and the powers that we have. And it's funny because in Derek's last video, he looked right into the camera and said, "You're more powerful than you know." And he, of course, is always bang on, but that statement just resonated with me. And then when he shared about his eyes, which if you want to know what that's about, you can go and watch the video and discover it for yourself. But that ability that he just took upon himself and said, this is what I'm doing, and it worked. He also posted a video from a doctor, I don't remember his name, but if you go back to his video that he just recently aired, it has a link to that, and you can go check that out too, who was basically telling you that there's scientific proof behind all of this. And that it's been going on for a long time, but there's something different about right now. Because we are having this three-dimensional, negative, low-frequency energy being cleansed through this infusion. And if you don't believe me, look at the Schumann resonance. Look at how it looks and this thing that's happening. You will see that now not only are these white spikes coming down this way, but look at the bottom. What's coming back from the atmosphere back to Earth. There's the colors in the spikes are coming up from the bottom of that resonance as well as the top where they used to come. So there's significant difference in the energy exchange that's happening now. A lot of you may be feeling this overwhelming pressure of negative emotions, all of a sudden out of nowhere, things from past, like way past, all of a sudden being overwhelmed with burdens of sadness and discontent and anything that's negative, like right now in the last 10 days or so. And if that's the case, it's because the construct wants you to keep operating at a low frequency, because you have to operate at the same frequency as this energy coming in to access it. It's very simple, it's that easy. But if you're operating at a lower frequency, frequency attracts frequency, you will not be able to harness into it. So what this is about is recognizing that little thing that I told you about. That little thing, whatever it was in your life, whether it was religion, people, naysaying to you, something you believed yourself, there's that little part of you that always holds back and says, yeah, but it may not work. Because face it, we've lived in this 3D construct where things don't work the way we know in our true being they should. Well, this is changing rapidly and becoming... very soon will become the norm. It will become something that happens regularly for everyone who is in this frequency place. I'm asking you to ditch that. I had to do that. I had to say, you know what? I'm just going to ditch that. I'm going to go into this with just this full free feeling. Like it's almost like being a little kid at Disneyland. You just walk in, everything feels magic. You let go of everything else and you just live in pretend land and you're happy and you just believe everything. Mickey Mouse is going to come bounding out of that corner and give you hugs and kisses, and you're going to get lollipops and cotton candy, and the whole day is going to be magical and beautiful. And you leave anything else at the door. And that's what I'm asking you to do, to try this, because I've done it twice. And both times, I just can't even explain to you. The night before these events were going to take place in my life, I just went on this little journey and I purposed after specific things and manifested them. Woke up in the morning fully just believing that's exactly how it was going to happen. That was already mapped out. It already happened. And I kid you not, verbatim, every detail, exactly what I thought. And even if I didn't know the details of how it was going to work out, the positive end result that I desired happened. In both circumstances. And that's when this little thing in the back of my head, it dawned on me that you have to tell that, no, that's a 3D construct teaching. That was to keep us from being in this place right now of full belief and understanding. It was put there so now that this energy's here, enough people, if they hold on to that little voice in the back that says, but don't hold out everything, because if it doesn't work, well, there's reasons, right? Ditch that. That is 3D, cleansed out, low energy, negative construct vibration frequency. This new frequency, as long as you don't let that speak to you, I guarantee you, go out and practice with it. Do something small. If you're already vibrating at a very high level right now and you feel yourself coming into this place of, solidity, where you just know you're not going to go back because you see some things that are true that you won't be able to, you just know you're not going to move from this place. If you're already heading down that road, play with this a little bit. I guarantee you will not be disappointed, because this is the time. This is what's happening. And I believe for the next probably week, maybe two, into the first part of May, this is going to be a constant, surging, ever-present energy. And all we have to do is match our frequency with it. Once again, ego. If you're having struggles with that, go back, review some of my other videos, anything that has to do with ego, anything that has to do with keeping that in check. Go back. If not mine, just search it out on YouTube, find a way, ask Father to show you, and he will. So I think that was it. Let me see. It's accelerated manifestation. Now all we have to do is believe it, and it'll be exactly as we say it will be. Yeah, and I didn't say Father. I said the package that Father has given us is ours. So it will be exactly as you say it. Because if you're operating on the frequency that's coming from outside of our magnetosphere, from benevolent family members, if you're operating on that same frequency, anything that you are asking for is absolutely beautiful and pure and perfect and wonderful. If you're there, then there's no way for you to ask for something or manifest something that isn't been given to you. It's just not possible. So if this is you, if this is speaking to you, great. This is going to be a pretty short video. Yep, I figured it'd be about 10 minutes, and I'm right on track, which is really good. Very short, but the basic is 3D energy being cleansed out. The only people that are going to have access to that are those that contain it within themselves, because Gaia is being stripped of it. This new energy is coming in. She's sucking it up. The entire globe is being wrapped with this incredible fifth dimension, true light energy that comes from a higher place. We are merging. I've said that before. We are merging into this place. And it's happening. It's accessible to you now if you just realize that old 3D thought process is no longer serving you. Think with 5D thought process. Everything that you desire to manifest will manifest. Don't doubt it. Absolutely don't doubt it. Just get out there and get it done. It's like the best movie or dream you've ever had in your whole life. It's wonderful. I love you guys so much. I'm so excited to bring this information to you. And if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, go back within and find out what it is that Father has for you next that resonates with you, because he will show it to you. Be it me, Derek, Naughty Beaver, a sign on the sidewalk, he will show you, because this is it and we're being equipped. I love you guys. Have a great day.